Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Friday. All right, guys. Well, we've been talking about this up and down relationship with Dina Manzo, Teresa Giudice. We've heard Melissa and Joe's side, Dina Manzo and Dolores Catania. There have been so many different rumblings, but now Dina Manzo decided to address everything with the video. So we're going to play the video, but before we do, we're also going to address some of the things that she mentioned, including almost joining the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. There's so much to go over, but before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys. So originally, I thought we were going to go through and answer these questions first, or at least say what she answered. But I think we should just play the tape and kind of get a good reaction to see what the hell is actually going on. Hold on. Here we go.
Have to go down this path. I don't know if it's uncomfortable, but what's the real scoop with Teresa's engagement party with Dolores?
She looks great.
This is why my Google alert is blowing up. Like, I guess the reunion covered one part of it, and then Teresa did an interview another, and then Dolores did an interview another, and now everyone's like saying like, what's the real story? So you know me, I'm going to tell the real story.
Okay.
Teresa, obviously Dave and I were there for the engagement, the actual engagement.
That was in Greece.
We were in Greece with them when it happened. We were a big part of it. You know, we knew before Teresa knew. And then Teresa said, you know, Dee, I'm having this party, engagement party, blah, 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 blah. Mm-hmm. And right away, my heart sunk, because what a lot of people don't understand is I had not been back to New Jersey at all from 2009 during the pandemic at all. But even before that, from after my incident, it was like I ran in maybe 3 times total since 2017, and that was to see my mom.
So she's obviously traumatized.
And I spent the summer in the Hamptons with my dad.
By her ex.
And to spend some time with Dave's children here and there. But it's like I run into New Jersey and run out as soon as I can. So for me to go to this event,
by the way, this is the ex.
First of all, was a huge deal, emotionally and PTSD wise and everything. Because if you guys remember, the incident happened on the night of Teresa's small dinner party for Adriana's christening.
This is PTSD.
So it was a little too close for comfort. Like, here I am going back east for an event for Teresa that everyone was going to know about. So my initial instinct was like, Teresa, I love you. Oh, I love you. I was there at the engagement. I don't think I need to be there for the party because it's hard for me to go to New Jersey. And it was a little too like real, like going to a party, whatever.
Right.
So I told Dave, I'm like, I can't do it. We'll go to the wedding and I have time to prepare for it, but I can't do the engagement party. So anyway, she called me and she's like, no, you're coming. This is part of your therapy. You are coming to New Jersey and this is a great reason and you're going to be safe. And I promise you're going to be fine.
Hitting the table.
So I was like, okay, fine. Now I was thinking it was going to be like a big engagement party. So then I hear it's going to be a little intimate dinner. So
was that better?
I mean, it was better in a way where like a lot of people wouldn't know about it. Whereas like that's what kind of worries me, is like when everyone knows something's going on, everyone knows I'm going to be in New Jersey. But when I thought it was going to be a small thing, like right away, I know she's, you know, filming and she's been closer to Dolores. And let me first say that Dolores and I have been in the same room since our falling out of friendship.
The rumor is Dolores wrote a letter on behalf of her ex.
We both saw each other at Teresa's mother's funeral. We were so nice to each other. As a matter of fact, she was talking about Frankie. Little Frankie was doing something in California. I said, let him stay with me. She met Dave. It was very cordial, very nice. I was happy to pick up where we left off. Yeah, it was fine.
So it was not a big deal.
No. And I saw her one other time, I guess at Lauren's wedding before I left abruptly. But I saw her there, and again, very nice, very cordial. So it's not about me and Dolores needing to be in the same room and what's going to go down. I think Dolores and I are very much the same way, in that we're not going to make a scene. We put Teresa first. It's not about that. It's just about, I was really uncomfortable, being on the East Coast for an event like that. And And
So again, it's not filming.
it was the first time I had been back since my dad died. He
Mhm.
died in 2020, April 2020.
Yeah.
And I knew I wanted to
about
go
her
visit
ex
his
knowing she's
gravesite, and I
there.
wanted to go see my mom the first time I saw her since my dad died. So I knew it was going to be a very emotionally charged
Right.
trip.
There's a lot going on.
And I cried for like the 2 days going into it, up to I mean, if you look at pictures of the engagement party, I was just like somber. It was just like a very,
Oh my
because it
God.
was just like,
Well,
went
it's
to
a
my
lot.
dad's
I mean,
grave,
granted,
it was
there's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. So the Dolores piece wasn't her biggest
the
problem.
Dolores piece wasn't the biggest problem, but it was there. So I
was
did
another
say to
element.
her, when I found out it was going to be a very small, intimate party, and she was saying like, oh, you know, the girls from the show are going to be there. And, you know, what people don't understand is, yes, her and Dolores have known each other for 20 some odd years, but they weren't friends. Like Teresa and I have been friends. They were acquaintances, and they became close once she started filming for the show again. Much like, you know, Teresa and I discussed on my episode. But Teresa and I are like friends and have been friends since we're 20 something years old. Her daughter's godmother. Dave and Louie are very close. And at that time, I assumed she knew that they wanted Dave and I in the engagement party, I mean the wedding party as well.
Okay, right.
So I said to her again, T, I know I said this before, and I'm not going to lie, it wasn't just this. It was, again, my fears were coming up. And I said, listen, there's some people that are very intertwined in the Manzo family. And, you know,
She's talking about
Dolores and her
Dolores.
family are very much intertwined. And I don't feel comfortable with that. I just don't feel comfortable with that.
Right. And given
And
everything else.
yes.
Okay.
So I said, I 1,000% want you to have everyone that you want there. I'm going to bow out. You know, I really wanted to bow out at that point. And I'm like, Teresa, please, I was at your engagement. I will be at the wedding. And she was like, okay. So then she spoke to Louie, and she called me back. She's like, Lou and I just discussed it, and you and Dave are close to both of us. And this is where the piece at the reunion comes in. She was like, we really want people there that know both of us and love both of us. At the wedding, we'll have everyone's individual. Dolores only met Louie a couple of times. They like each other, but they're not close. We never double dated. Nothing.
Right.
So that's where that aspect of the reunion came in.
Okay.
So she was like, we discussed it, and we really want you and Dave there, and Dolores. So anyway, Melissa was saying, first of all, Melissa, I said that was not cool that she brought it up at the reunion.
Brought up Teresa's engagement party?
Yes. Because this is, I again, didn't watch, people send me clips where she was like, oh, not invite Dolores. Out of blue, like knew it was a tender subject.
Yeah, just like, it was already.
It was just not
It
cool.
had already been.
Yes.
Well, we're going to have to go down this path. I don't know if it's uncomfortable, but what's the real scoop with Teresa's engagement party with Dolores?
This is why my Google.
Okay, guys. So not only that, she also talks about when she first moved to California, she said Andy and her talked about it for a minute, and she spoke to the higher ups at Bravo. They had a meeting. It was when Erica Jane just joined, and she was like, I don't want to be like the one who's like the unquote poor chick, but we're not poor by any means, but we're not living that outlandish life. Thank God I don't need the money. I'm not like promoting anything huge. All right. She said her biggest regret, I guess, was leaving, but my biggest regret while being on the show was being so sensitive. Looking back now, I wish I had a little tougher skin with some of the stuff that I saw people say in interviews and not take it so personally. Well, Dina Manzo has officially given her side of the story. This is actually interesting to me, but the whole rumor is that Dolores wrote a letter on behalf of her ex, Tommy. Now, I don't know if Dolores has confirmed that. I'm not exactly sure, but she's pretty much letting us know it's the PTSD from the incident, the attack. It's not the actual cameras being around. I want to hear what you guys think about this. So go ahead and comment below. Let us know your thoughts. And before you go, if you haven't already, go ahead and smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, we'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Love you.